Welcome to our series of video in factoring polynomials. The goal of this video is using the Egyptian technique to factoring trinomials. Remember, factoring is the reverse of multiplication, and multiplication is the reverse of factoring. We're going to review the rules of sign number. In multiplication, when I have both sign negative, negative times negative is always positive. But in addition, negative and the negative stay negative. In multiplication, when I have different sign, positive times negative or negative times positive, the sign is always negative. In multiplication, when I have different sign, the sign is always negative. But in addition, I take the sign for the higher number. 5 higher than 3, I take the sign in front of the 5. The sign in front of the 5 here negative. The sign in front of the 5 here positive. In addition, when I have the same sign, I add the number. When I have different sign, I subtract the number. 5 minus 3 is 2. Means the answer here is 2 because different sign. And the answer here, I add the number. I lost $3, I lost 5, means I lost 8. To factor the trinomials, x squared minus 5x minus 6. 6 is 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. The sum of 1 and 6 is 7. The difference between 1 and 6, 6 minus 1 is 5. The sum for 2 and 3 is 5. And the difference between 2 and 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. I have two 5s here. If the sign for the last term positive, if it's sign here positive, I look under the sum. If the sign for the last term negative, I look under the difference. Here, x and x. I choose 1 and 6 or 2 and 3. Because the sign is negative, I look under the difference. And this is corresponding to 1 and 6. 1 and 6. Because the sign here is negative, this is two sign must be different. One is negative and one is positive. One is negative, one is positive. When I multiply these two binomials, I have to get this trinomial back. If I multiply x times x, I get x squared. Negative 1 times positive 6, I get negative 6. Just I need to make sure is the middle term is negative 5x. I have to find the inner product, which is negative x. The outer product, which is, this is the inner product. This is the outer product, which is positive 6x. When I combine them, I get 5x. But the sign here is negative, means this is not correct. How I correct this issue? All I need to do just to switch the sign. The negative became positive. And the positive became negative. It means the middle term became positive x or x. And the outer term became negative 6x. Negative 6x. If I combine them, I take the sign for the higher number and I subtract 6 minus 1 is 5. The middle term is negative 5x here and I correct my answer. To factor these trinomials, here became x and x. Because the sign is negative, I look under the difference. Where is the difference has 5 here? This one here. And this is corresponding to 1 and 6. Because the sign here is negative. The sign here is negative. These two signs must be different. One is positive and one is negative. One is positive and one is negative. When I multiply these two binomials, I supposed to get this trinomial back. X times x, I get x squared. This is correct. Last time last, negative 1 times positive 6, I get negative 6. I need to make sure the middle term is positive 5x. The inner product is negative x. The outer product, which is positive 6x. When I combine them, I get 5x. Yes, this is positive and this is positive. My answer is correct. If it's not correct, if this is negative, I need just to switch the sign here. To factor this trinomials, mean here x and x, because the sign here positive, for the last term positive, I look under the sum. Where is the sum here has 5? Here, the sum is 5, means this is corresponding to 2 and 3. Because the sign for the last term positive, these two signs must be the same. Both positive or both negative. It depends about the middle term. Because the middle term is negative, means both signs are negative. When you multiply these two binomials, I supposed to get this trinomial back. X times x squared. Negative 2 times negative 3, I get positive 6. I need to make sure is the middle term is negative 5. This is the inner product, which is negative 2x. The outer product, which is negative 3x. When I combine them, I get negative 5x. Yes, the middle term is negative here, means my answer is correct. To factor this trinomial means x and x. The sign for the last term negative means I have to look under the difference. Where is the difference is 1? This means 1x. Where is it here? The difference is 1. Means I have to pick up 2 and 3. Because the sign for the last term negative, I have to have different signs here. One is negative, one is positive. One is negative and one is positive. Negative and positive. When I multiply these two binomials, I have to get this trinomial back. X times x squared, negative 2 times positive 3, I get negative 6. I get the last term. I need to make sure is the middle term is negative 1x. One negative, one positive. This is the inner product, which is negative 2x. This is the outer product, which is positive 3x. When I combine them, because 3 is higher than 2, I take the sign for the higher number, I get positive 1x. But here is negative. This is not correct. But to make this is negative, I need to switch the sign here to get the negative x. And this became positive, and this one here became negative. Means the middle term is negative, is positive 2x, and the outer term became negative 3x. When I combine them, I get negative x. Now my answer is correct. The middle term is negative x. This is your homework. Please try this in your own. Please, if you have any questions, write it in the comment below. Thank you for watching.